Hello, welcome to episode 3 of the Division Rival podcast. Today I am getting the pleasure to talk to TSG. I have two representatives on their team, Squiggs and Poisy. So I'm going to just be asking them some questions, a little bit about their team, their organization, and some expectations that we have going into season 1, which is the start of next week. So March 1st, and that whole first week will be the first league game going into season 1. So I'm really excited, and let's get right into it. What's up, boys? How you guys doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. I'm really excited to have you guys enter into season 1. A new face for me personally, but I really wanted to sit down and get a chance to, learn a little bit about you guys before we get to see you compete on the sticks. So, any initial thoughts like going into the league? Are you guys excited to be here?
Hell yeah. I'm pumped, dude. It's got a lot of, good teams. Personally, I feel like our group's got, the best the freaking teams. Sorry, I don't know if we're monetizing this, but
no, it's totally up to you. I mean, it's all in whatever you want to present to the people out there.
Yeah, no, I feel like all the groups are really, there's good teams like Zelix, Flawless is really good. Obviously Adopt, and I'd never really heard Charlotte Reapers, but I guess they scrimmed Ultra, so they're also in our group. So we got a lot of good teams out there. Really, we're excited.
For sure. I mean, you mentioned 4 teams right there, and 2 happen to be in your group. Adopt and Charlotte Reapers. So let's just go back to like the Reapers saying that they scrimmed Ultra. We aren't 100% sure that game ever happened.
But I was kind of on the fence as well.
Oh, for sure. So, like, nothing really, like, gauge anything by. That would have been a great look for you guys. Is there a part of your group, something that you may have been able to take a look at in preparation for them? But we're not 100% sure that game happened or will happen. But, it's definitely something for you guys to keep an eye out on if it does. Yeah, for sure. And then you mentioned Adopt. When you think of Adopt, like, what do you think?
Dude, we go way back with Adopt. So, they're they got good teams. I'm not quite sure what roster they put in. I don't really know anybody off the roster that I saw, so not really sure what to expect. But the organization itself, like Warmer, and he's had players like Fast Max and Murky who are really good. So I expect them to be good. So
just to clarify the roster that they did submit, I believe it's Dylan, Tragic, Vibin, and YNG Monster. So if those names ring a bell at all, it could be a new team, but for sure.
Yeah, no, I expect them to be good still. Warmer's got all of his stuff together really good. So
here, let me just pull up the schedule really quick. So your guys' first week is against the Charlotte Reapers, which we talked about, something that I've really been looking forward to. But you guys don't actually play Adopt until the last league, which could be a big game changer. If you guys are both fighting for the first, second seed, like in your group, or fighting for the second if you guys are toggling between second and third. So that's 100% something to like look forward to and for the viewers to look out for when it comes to playoff time and, what teams are sniffing it out.
Yeah, 100%.
So besides Adopt, and, let's remove ourselves from the group that you guys are placed in. You guys, who are the other teams that you guys were placed in? The Reapers, Golden Howlers, I believe.
Yeah, we were actually going to scrim them, but something happened where they couldn't do it. I haven't ever heard of them or played against them, but we're not going to underestimate anybody, really. We're going to treat everybody as if they're the best team in the league. So,
I think that's a good mentality to have, like, going into it. I mean, you don't want to lowball any teams or not go into a game with confidence if you are playing, somebody who's well known, for sure. So you talked about how you're about to set up a scrim, like, with them. Do you think it's interesting to scrim them before you play them in a league match? I see a lot of teams that kind of shy away and they'll scrim somebody else in a different group to not show their cards. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, so we recently got in touch with a coach who's been playing for 10 plus years. So, like, we've been going through multiple strategies and all this. So we were really going to be using the teams in our group to show something, which now that I'm saying this, they're going to expect something totally different. and then hit them with a different strat. But now that me saying this, hey, maybe we show them the same strat, whatever. See what works really versus teams in our group, so we can kind of gauge it for our matches as they go on and get more and more important, obviously. So yeah, you know, I see why you'd not want to play them, but again, we can also gauge off how good they are. Not really show them much, during the scrim, and just kind of see, you know, what to expect as we get in there. See.
I mean, I will say, if you guys don't do the scrim, it'll leave up a surprise for all the viewers watching it.
Yeah,
We
for
won't
sure.
have any backstory or any previous
Yeah.
history, that we know as viewers or even casters like myself or moderators of the league. So that'll be something like interesting looking going forward. So you guys submitted a roster, right? Heading into season one, what players on your roster should we keep an eye out for? Like, who's going to be the playmaker? Making those key plays and trying to get the victory in a series.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to zero in on one person on our roster, really. But if I had to pick one player that's consistently making plays, it's either Poisy or Joker. They're both, our SMGs, and they're both shining. It's crazy. And then also we got Purge. If Purge catches fire, it's not fun to play against them. I've been on the other ends of it, and it's not fun. So, yeah, honestly, all I as the main AR, I just kind of sit back, watch my lanes. I'm playing with three of the nastiest players in this league, so I just kind of do my thing. They catch heat and start rolling some guys.
It's definitely interesting when like you're going up against guys on your roster and you just sit here and you're just like, thank God that guy's on my team.
Oh yeah, for
And you
sure.
don't want to be on the other end of their barrel. So it's really nice to have that confidence in your players and winning a series or going up against a match that could be difficult. Confidence is key and preparation is even better heading into a match for sure. So I'm not sure how many other teams really know about you guys or how like well known other teams. I don't know what the relationship is like going into that, but what is one message that you kind of want to send out to everybody else? When they think about your squad, TSG, what is one thing that you want them to think about?
No, if you underestimate us, you're gonna look back up at that scoreboard. Hard point, you're gonna be down 200. Search, you're gonna be down a couple rounds, and honestly, we're really good at control. I don't even think we've dropped a control map all year. So, um, you know, just don't underestimate us. You gotta treat us as if we're the best. That's how we're gonna be playing you. So, we got that championship mentality too. We all hate losing. So,
Oh, for sure. I 100% agree. Everybody hates losing. And, that's kind of like the vibe that I get when I'm talking to some of these other teams, for these podcasts. Like, everybody has that same hunger and drive. It's just who's going to come out on top. What little, like, tweaks is a team going to do that is different than everybody else that makes them successful. I believe everybody in this league has the ability to be great, but who's going to take it to the next level? I'm really excited to see as the season unfolds and everything like that. Um, let's dive into the history and the backstory of TSG. How did it come about? Is anybody on your roster somebody who founded it? Like how did this happen to where the roster is what it is now?
yeah. So, we it's been 2 years now. I founded it originally, and then with some breakups, makeups, all this stuff, we ended up leaving and coming back. So leaving's how I met Purge, playing against him on another team, and then I picked him up. We were playing with Figure Eight, and we've been rocking with each other for 2 years now. And Poisy this year was on Figure Eight, and we ended up grabbing him. And Joker I found in the Discord during a scrim. So you know Poisy and Joker are kind of like our new additions, and we've already built you know a freaking hell of a bond. We got crazy chemistry already. So really, yeah, that's basically it. We've been rocking 2 years, and just when we left originally, that's how we found all of our players, and now we're back and better than ever. So
Yeah, it definitely sounds like you have confidence in your roster. You are happy where you guys are at now. You know, even with the ups and the downs and the makeups and breakups, as you said. So you definitely have the combination of what it takes to be a season one champion. Uh, but you know, let's fast forward. Say you guys do get to the final of the playoffs. Looking at all the teams in the league, what is that one team that you want to go up against that is just the icing on the cake? You know, what would just make everything feel so much better to beat in the finals?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, you can put anybody out there. They're all really good. You know, we got obviously history with adopts, so I wouldn't want to lose to them, especially in the finals. And then teams like Zelix, I know have a lot of really good players. Flawless also has a lot of good players. You know, really any of those three. But if I had to narrow it down, I'd pick Adopt. Probably. I don't really know what Poisy's opinion is. I mean, Poisy, what team would you wanna
Me,
face off?
honestly, it'd be either a Zelix or Adopt.
Yeah, I feel like Zelix and Adopt probably have two of the best teams in the league. So
For sure, I do think that is a general consensus amongst the league. You know, those two teams have high expectations going into it, and you know they're also looking for results. So we do get the pleasure to seeing a week 3 matchup with you guys and Adopt. So
oh
maybe
yeah, we're
maybe
ready
that'll
for
give
it.
some insight before playoffs if you guys are both in contention. But you will have Charlotte Reaper and Golden Howlers trying to knock on your door during this process. So hopefully you guys are able to fend that off and claim the title for season one.
Yeah, for sure. We're ready. We've
Oh,
been
yeah.
working.
No, I 100% agree. You guys definitely will be able to prepare. You know, all these games are recorded and broadcasted, and you can watch it live or play it back. You know, as you prepare for your team that you're going to be playing against the following week. Is there something, any question, comments, concerns that you have for either us or the league, or any message that you want to send out to anybody who could be watching this?
No, not really, man. I mean, you know, like I said, we're gonna treat everybody as if they're the number one. You know, you don't give us the same respect, you know, it might not go so easy for you. So, you
No.
know,
All right. Well, that concludes, you know,
we're prepared.
episode.
We're ready for anything.
Oh, for sure. That concludes episode 3 of the Division Rival podcast. I again want to thank TSG for coming on here. It was really nice speaking with you guys, learning a little bit about the organization and kind of a little insight of what to expect, you know, heading into season one. So I just want to say thank you guys again.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
bro.
you.
All right. Peace out.